people, it's so funny with Louis, how people would come and say like, oh man, you must have known and blah, blah, blah. I heard the rumors years ago. We've talked about this on the air. I heard the rumors years ago about the two girls. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know any names, but you just heard it. But
you just heard that a thing had happened with two girls.
He jerked off. And it was like, it wasn't a menacing energy. It wasn't like oh my God, he did what? It was like, yeah, it was weird. And then years later, I hear that, what's her name, Jen Kirkman. And then she goes, no, it's not. But there was never a person going, hey, listen to me and believe me.
Right.
There was never that. And
no, it was never enough to like, if Louis is your friend, right, it's one thing if you don't know Louis and you can just address the fact that, oh yeah, I've heard some rumors before, and it's almost like you're giggling about it, and it's because it's rumors and it's gossip. But if the dude is your friend and there is no name to attach to it, there's no date, there's no specific incident, it's just this thing that's in the ether, I don't know what there would be for you or I or somebody who knows Louis to talk about, because up until this New York Times thing had come out, there was no actual evidence.
And I'll tell you something. I've told you privately, but I have not said this publicly at all. There is something I lied about. And I put myself in a weird position by lying about it. And it was that I said like we had never spoken about it. And the reason I lied about that was because I believe in the privacy of private conversations. Mm-hmm. When somebody says something to me privately, I never reveal it. I never, and I won't give any specifics away or anything that was said to me. I will only say that in the last couple of years, I have asked if it was true, and I was told it was not true more than once. So I did ask.
Wow.
So when the news broke, look, as a person, you always think, hey man, there's something there that doesn't sound like something somebody would make up. I'm not mad at him for not telling me. I understand sexual stuff. Either you're angry about it, you're ashamed about it, whatever. But like, what do you do beyond that? Like, somebody has told you, like, nah, it's just a rumor. And I knew the rumors I had heard, there was never a name on it, except for Jen Kirkman, who I don't know, or I might have met but don't know.
And didn't Jen Kirkman then come back and say that it wasn't Louis?
So yeah, it could have been. But then when I read the New York Times article, I'm like, oh, okay. You could immediately tell they were true.
So there wasn't any part of you that was mad because then Louis had put you in this weird spot of going, no, I don't think that's true because he told you it wasn't?
No, because once I saw when we talked about it that day, once I had seen them written out, I didn't doubt they were true, especially because it was emails. Right. I just won't reveal anything he said to me. It was nothing earth shattering, but I don't, he's my friend, and look, what he did was stupid and selfish, but I love the guy, and I'm not going to break a confidence, but just so people don't think that I'm a fucking moron. Of course I asked.
Right.
Of course. And not from this point of view. This was, I'll just say it was like at least twice in the last couple of years.
When you asked him if it was over the phone, was he masturbating?
No, it was in person, and he was.
Okay.
But I egged him on. I was wearing nothing but saran wrap.
Right.
No, but
you said, Louis, I know you've never done this before, but just, hypothetically, show me what it would look like. And
it's funny, I didn't want to reveal that he had said that because for him, he wasn't commenting. And I'm like, that's a denial is a comment. So I wasn't going to break what somebody had told me privately for any reason. I just can't do that.
If you had said this before he releases his statement, you wouldn't call it an apology because he didn't say, well, whatever.
Yeah, it was an apology or whatever it was.
Before he releases his statement, if you say that, then all of a sudden the story is, well, Louis is saying this didn't happen. And even though no, I didn't say that. I said he told me it didn't happen because you're close to him. You now become part of the story when it's not.
And I had no interest in doing that. And I also, again, then I'm betraying what someone has said to me in a private conversation. But okay, now he's admitted it. So anybody who's ever said, I don't know if it's true. It's like, and again, he's not doing that to put people in a bad, I'm not mad at him for that. Like, he put me in a bad spot. No, he didn't.
Right.
He just didn't want to.
It's none of your business anyway. Whatever. What do you mean a bad spot?
Yeah,
right?
It was just a question. I mean, I didn't know it wasn't like I said, hey, look, I'm working with this person now. And she's, I didn't have a name to it. So that's all I'll say about anything private he said to me, but he did deny it more than once. And again, I understand why. If you're doing that, maybe you have, I'm very fortunate in the fact I don't have a lot of sexual shame.
Yeah.
I probably should, but I don't. I just don't have it, so I'll tell you anything. But for him, it was what it was. So that was why, maybe if my attitude was a little weird about it, that was why. Because up until this point, I had been told privately that it didn't.